just by differentiating. Concentrate here. So what is the address length here?
32 bits.
This is 32 bit. So keep in mind your systems will have a communication in, what is the communication? Binary language. What is the communication? Binary language. Like 32 means 0 to 31. Total 32. Total 32 bits. 0 to 31 means if you count, it is 32. And technically we say them as a data frame. This box you call it as a frame or you call it as a data frame. So here address length is 32 bit. What is the address length here? 128 bit. And it provides, as the size is less, it provides less space. It provides less space. As the size is more, it provides more space for the address. Space. Now this is up to 128 means the space is more. You can address any kind of thing. So it provides more space. So the third difference is here end-to-end integrity cannot be achieved. I put a cross mark. You use Instagram. Say so. Have you seen this? Cross mark. If you put a right, means here integrity can be achieved. Now the question arises: integrity means trustworthy. You can't trust this IPV4. And integrity, the meaning of integrity in your WhatsApp, end-to-end integrity, end-to-end encryption is there. Have you seen? If you click on your profile and scroll down, you will get the end-to-end encryption. Encryption is different, I will tell you. End-to-end integrity. Integrity meaning is you can trust Internet Protocol version 4. Cannot trust. And you can trust IPv6. Trust. Here trust issues are there. Here there is no trust issues. Understandable? I will tell you the more meaning of that. Clear up to this? 32 bit, 128 bit. Your address space is less, your address space is more. End-to-end integrity cannot be achieved by using Internet Protocol version 4. Here end-to-end integrity can be achieved by IPv6. Next, here we don't have a security feature. I'm telling feature. You can't achieve a security. There is no security regarding user information. But here IPv6 will come with a built-in security. IPv6 internally. Built-in means now this is a mobile. The battery is available internally. You can't remove this. Understandable? That is nothing but built-in. And the memory is also available internally. Built-in. So your IPv6 comes with a built-in security. It does not provide any security. That's why we are not using this. Nowadays we are using IPv6. Let me elaborate more. The size of the header and footer will have. The size of the header is 20 to 60 bytes. And here size of the header is 60 bytes, which is fixed. Here size of the header is varies 20 to 60 bytes. Here size of the header is fixed, which is 60 bytes. Understandable? And as I said, 0 to 31. Here it represents decimal. You can code the information. It represents decimal. And it represents, you can use hexadecimal. 0 to, here you can use 0 to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But in case of IPv6, you can use A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 0 to 15. You can represent the code information in terms of decimal You can represent your information in terms of hexadecimal. Now, which is good? Hexadecimal. You can go for a longer version. A, B, C. I hope you know A means 11, B means 12. Say sir, do you know that? Yeah. That. The most important is, as I said, here encryption and authentication. What I am telling? Encryption and authentication cannot be achieved. Here encryption and authentication can be achieved. Now the meaning is encryption means what? Yeah, concentrate here. Understandable up to those? From there you can differentiate very properly. That's why we are using IPv6 nowadays. Now let me tell you what we mean by encryption. I am telling information. For example, you are seeing watching any spy kind of movies, alpha to delta, delta to alpha, there is a. Say some. Say some. You have concentrate here, last two words. They will say alpha to delta, delta to alpha, and they will send a certain message over a cellular phone and all. So encryption means that message will be coded in terms of any other language, and that message can be unblocked by a certain key. That is nothing but encryption. Understandable? Now you have a bank account, you will log in it, or I will share a PDF to your WhatsApp with a certain code. If you enter that code, date of birth, and my capital letters, then only that PDF will open. Say sir, maybe you have seen. What I am telling, I will share some secure data. I don't want to reveal that to other person. In the group, if I share also, I want to, and I will give that passcode to certain user. If he enter that passcode only, he can see the document. That is the meaning encryption. You are writing that information in a code, and that can be unblocked by a certain key, certain passcode. So what do we mean by authentication? Anybody in the session? What is authentication? Authentication means what? Verify. So, yeah, somewhat you was there. So, while logging into your Gmail, you will enter your username. Say sir. And later what you will enter? Password. What you will enter? Password. That is means authenticated. Means it will provide with the user and password information. Other unwanted user cannot interact with your data. Means we are providing the security. Authentication means we will enter certain password. Understandable? Say sir. So if you use network layer IPv6, those can be done. That's why IPv4 becomes the oldest version. Nowadays they are not using. It does not provide any security. It does not provide integrity, encryption and authentication. Clear? So if your data lost, then it will become a loss to the user. For example, you are using a WhatsApp, if it doesn't have an encryption, someone will theft your data. That is nothing but encryption. Clear? Understood up to this? Say sir.
Yes, sir.
Go to the next one. Yeah. This will take somewhat a typical topic. What is the next one? Transport layer. Transport, the name itself suggests to you what it does. It provides end-to-end message transfer capability, which is independent of any network. Means concentrate here. Let me write here. So that is somewhat technical points. Let me give only general information. What it was doing, transport layer is responsible for error control, segmentation, flow control and congestion control. It is responsible for all those things. Segmentation means dividing those data frames. Error control means if there are any error in your network. Congestion control means so many devices will be connected in a network, there will be a traffic. Now so many vehicles moves on a road, they get a traffic. Like that, in IoT, thousands of devices connected or million of devices connected. They are sharing the information, so many messages. That leads to a traffic in a network. This all can be done by controlled by transport layer protocol. Understandable? I'm giving a general idea. Those are technical things, but I am telling you very generally. Congestion means traffic. Error means there might be a certain errors. It may lead to instead of transferring 11th bit, it may transfer 12th bit. There is an error in the message. Like that can be manipulated, that can be controlled by transport layer protocol. Flow control means the devices are connected, the data should be flow in a serial order, in a particular order. These all things can be done by transport layer protocol. Understandable? I have a million of devices, thousand of devices. At this time, 10th device should transfer to the message to the 11th. That internally can be done by transport layer flow control. Understandable? If it is in order, there will not be any congestion, there will not be any traffic in the network. So internally it has two protocols, transmission control protocol and user data gram protocol. Understandable? So we have linked the devices, we have given an address, network layer means we have given an address to the source and destination. Now we are deciding in which order message is transferring, which can be done by transport layer protocol. Understandable? I will repeat one more time. Source is there, destination is there. With the link layer protocol, it may be wire or wireless. I have connected a wire. Take an example of wire, I have connected it. So the second case is there should be an address to the source and there should be this is receiver, you say it is as a receiver. There should be an address to them. Who is addressing this? Network layer protocol. Second setup done. The third one is they are transferring the messages. That should be in an order and there will not be any traffic. There will not be any error in your messages or error in your information. That can be controlled by transport layer protocol. Understandable? Step by step, step by step. Now what TCP does, concentrate here. It provides it's a use for web browser. www dot. Have you seen www dot? What is that? World Wide Web. Whenever you are typing in the Google by default, or you will say www dot. Who is the basic foundation for that? HTTP. So when you type in a Google any information, IOT protocol, when you hit enter, you will get this session HTTP : session. Maybe you observe this that HTTP is nothing but hyper text transfer protocol. The word is there, transfer protocol. And what is HTTPS? Hypertext Transfer Protocol standard version. So in TCP we have these, we use HTTP, HTTPS, SMTP for sending a mail, that is also file transfer protocol. These all protocols are used for transfer protocol. Now what they are doing, concentrate here, listen. In general I will tell you, they are sending a packets and they ensure reliable transmission of protocols in order. So concentrate here, consider this as client and consider this as server. What is this? What is this? Server. Client means host or client in the sense a laptop. Consider, let me play in general I am saying laptop or in mobile. Now in mobile I will Google it, I will say characteristics of IoT protocol. What I will say? What I will say? I am requesting it. Session. I am requesting to whom? To the server request. As being a client, as being a user, will request certain something which is sent to server. What server will do? It will prepare everything. It will look after that request, and in reply it will send a response to whom? To the laptop or to the client. So this is nothing but it does reliable transmission of protocols in order and congestion collapse. It avoids any network in that. Understandable? Say so. And what it was doing? It provides a reliable communication and it is a stateless protocol. There is a guarantee of transaction. For example, you do a phone pay and you get a transaction ID. Say so no? Say so no? So internally you have a TCP in that application transmission protocol. Understandable? In general, client will request to the server. In response, server will give a response to the client. That is nothing but maintaining a reliable communication. Clear? Say so. So what user datagram protocol is doing? Even it is a stateless protocol, it doesn't provide a guaranteed delivery. It doesn't provide a guaranteed delivery, but it is a connectionless protocol. Means there is no connection between client and server. Wireless. TCP is a wired one. UDP is a wireless protocol. Stateless means you won't get any acknowledgement here. You won't get a guaranteed delivery. Sometimes a delivery or information may fail. Understandable? TCP is a connection protocol. UDP is a connectionless protocol. In both the protocol we don't have a states and it doesn't provide a guaranteed delivery. It is a connectionless protocol. You know you don't need any wires in this. Understandable? Clear with this? Go to the next. Yeah. The last one is, which is more important. I'll give a real-time example for each product application video. Means till now you have seen concentrate here. This is link here. Network, transport. In a sync. At the end application layer, what application you are achieving by having all these protocol which are connected to the device. Understandable? At the end, what application layer will provide? Application means what kind of application you are achieving, what kind of application you are building. So, what is that application layer? Will interface with the low layer protocol. Connect to the low layer protocol in order to provide a certain kind of application. Means process to process, it maintains process to process communication. So in the application layer protocol, we have these many things. What is the first one? What is the first one? Yeah. What I wrote here, it's a basic foundation for www. Is a basic foundation for www. Same thing. Client will send a request to the server. It is a request response model. What it is? Request response. Same thing. Client will send a request to the server. In response, server will give an answer. So many responses will be given by server. And it consumes more power and it is high cost. So it is less speed, which is consuming more power, and the cost of that protocol is much. That's why we are not using that much. It is very less used. The next application layer protocol is LORAWN. LO means long, RA means range, WAN means wide area network, which consumes low power. By using this, we can have a battery operated application. By using LoRa WAN, which consuming less power. The tube light will consume less power, LED bulb will consume less power, the mobile will consume less power, the battery, the whatever the plug-in you are using 10 to 20 volt. The operating voltage of your mobile is 10 to 20 volt, which consumes very less power. Like that, this protocol will consume less power where we are using battery operated application in an IoT application. The example is street lighting. What do you mean by street lighting? In the streets you have lights which are controlled, which are giving the intensity brightness based on the different light condition. If it is night, the intensity brightness is more. If it is day, by automatically they gonna off. That is nothing but street light application, where with the help of LoRa WDM, you can achieve that street light application. Understandable? What is the next one? Bluetooth. Is it wired or wireless?
Yes.
It's a simple protocol. In each and every IoT protocol, they are using Bluetooth. What Bluetooth does? It transfers the data. Very secure communication. And the range is very limited. If you are in first floor, only this 10 to 15 meters. Apart from that, you can't share the data. So Bluetooth is very reliable communication and mostly used in IoT application. Next one is CoAP. That is nothing but Constraint Application Protocol, where we are using machine to machine. In case of machine to machine, and by using this, you can monitor and check the status of the devices. Means in car sensors, in other kind of sensors, you are checking the status of a device. In car sensor means nowadays, while taking a reverse, while parking, you will have an alarm. Says you should not hit to the wall. That is nothing but that can internally has a CoAP. So many fire detectors in companies, in offices, they will normally do a practice like fire alarm. Like employers will run and they gather in the ground. In that fire alarm application, internally they have CoAP protocol. For what purpose? Monitoring and giving the status. It was giving the status to the car. Yeah, up to this distance you can park in a reverse. You can't go beyond. Otherwise you will hit to the, you will have an accident. The fire alarm will buzzer. Says no? In fire detector also, if there is a fire, the alarm will beep. That is nothing but constraint application protocol. Clear? Understood? Yeah, let me give some more examples for it. Next. Yeah, what is MQTT? It is Message Queue Telemetry Transport Protocol, which is very lightweight. And where we are using? We are using in electronic devices. Even it supports device monitoring and fire detector and car sensor. Even it is available, applicable in these kind of application, car and fire sensors. What is next? What is this? XML. You have seen Python language, Java language. XML means Extensible Markup Language, which is an extension standard to the HTML. Means you can provide a data in a certain kind of standard. You can highlight them. You know HTML? Yes, sir. Yeah. Like that, XML is an extensible markup language. Let me give an example by using XML. Yeah, by using XML, if I type HE, hello will come by default. Say sir? Yes, sir. GO, good will come. AFT, afternoon will come. That internally done by XML language. And one more application nowadays you can see Google Talk. In your remote, in TV remote, if you press that Google Talk button, you can say voice message will be conveyed. Internally done by XML protocol. Understandable? It's an extensible markup language, standard language. Your data is available in standard format that can be easily understandable by source and destination. Clear? Where we are using? See here, instant text-based messages and Google Talk. There, it is one kind of application will be provided by XMPP. Understandable? Now, what is the last one? AM2. What it does, it provides a relation between two messages, client and server. It can be used in banking industry, where security is most important concern. In your internet banking, if someone theft your information online, done. You will become bankrupt. So in that application, we are using IOT protocol, which is maintaining a relationship between two messages. The application is banking industry, means point to point. Point to point communication will be maintained by IOT protocol. Those are all looking simple, but they are yet effective. Banking is one of the industry where we have to maintain the data very private. Say sir, while logging in your mobile, if someone theft your information, that will lead to the issues. Someone will transfer your money to their account. That can be done by that. So in order to avoid that, we are using AMQP protocol. Clear this? Each and every protocol will have certain application. Once you have done everything, you are connecting to application layer, which is providing a certain kind of application to you. To whom? To the user. Done? Say sir. Any queries, any doubts? Any queries? Any doubts?